Make sure my volume's working. I gotta put the mic in real. Saturday morning, I just got off of work, so I'm gonna do a landscape today. But I'm gonna do something different. I'm gonna sketch it in with charcoal first. And then we'll have something to follow with the paint. That'll be cool. I never usually do that, but we'll sketch it in today first. And this is one I did yesterday. I kind of did the tree a bit, and I lightened up. These were really dark. I lightened them up a little, but that's how it came out. Sometimes when I put these on, I kind of crop them a little because it's kind of a long painting, you know. So if you just shorten it a little bit, sometimes they look a little better. Don't forget to subscribe if you're new. I'd love to have you aboard. I'm trying to build some more subscribers before the end of the year. So I'll put that up here. Subscribe. Thank you. I'm going to use charcoal. We'll put an idea up here first. I never do this, so this will be, we'll sketch out something first. Let's put the horizon about maybe somewhere in here. And let's just have some fun. We'll put, of course, we're going to have a mountain in there. Maybe I'll do like two either side and then maybe one way in the distance over here. So maybe something like this. Some Rocky Mountains here, and then we'll put some distant mountains back there. There we go. We'll bring something from back here. Some kind of winding road or something. That looks cool so far. I really need that there. These mountains, I'll probably have the ones on the left closer to us. We'll push that one way. There we go. Maybe I'll have some trees. We'll have some distant trees here going off into the distance there. Maybe the same thing over here. Trees and Today what I'm going to do, I'll probably I'll put a tree going up here into the sky. Maybe one on both sides with a bunch of leaves on it here. I just kind of roughly sketched that in. Ba-da-ba-ba-da-ba. Very cool. So then I'll just have like some bushes down here. All right, there's kind of a rough sketch. I don't usually sketch anything. At least now I got something to follow. So I'll show you how I'd get it all going first. I'm gonna throw some new paint down here. I got my palette is a mess, but I'll use what I got, and then when I need a color, I'll have to get some more paint out. So it's Saturday morning. I had to go to work at 5 this morning. It was an easy day. I only had to work like 4.5 hours, so I'm gonna put some we'll put some light blue up in the sky here. Today I'll start up here in the sky. This is acrylic paint, so it's really easy to clean up. You just got to use water. I hope the time I'm done with this, it'll end up looking like an oil painting. If you blend your colors just right, you can make it look like an oil painting. Frizzy, how you doing? It's good night to you, huh? You must be in, where are you? Australia? Or Europe? Yeah, it's still morning here. It's almost coming noon. I said good morning. I'm in Seattle, Washington, up northwest corner of the United States. We're pretty much surrounded by mountains and water over here. That's why I do a lot of landscapes. Let's put some purple maybe around the mountains, thinking. What I'm going to do is just throw color in here really quick. Like, it's just going to be my underpaint. Then I'll design it once I get all this first layer of paint down. So I'm just throwing colors up here right now. So my mountains, I'm going to make them kind of like a purplish, a purple gray color. I'll just block it in with dark color, and then I'll lighten them up here in a bit. Ba-da-ba. These ones in the back, I'm going to make them really a little lighter because they're further back in the paint. So I might as well make them light right now. If you want something to look far away, you should always make it a little lighter. The stuff that's at the far distance. Alright, so I'm just kind of throwing color on here real quick. I'm not trying to be perfect right now. Got some mountains, the blue sky already. And down here, I think I'm going to use, could either make this all grass, or I could start with a light color and then turn it to grass down here. Maybe I'll do that. I'll use, this is Naples yellow. Okay. I'm going to put a little burnt umber in it, and maybe just underneath the mountains, a little Naples yellow. And then I'll start putting grass out here now. This is, I got paint left over on my palette, so I'm using this green here is a mixture of olive green and I think yellow. And then I'll just keep getting darker as I come. This is just my underpaint, okay? And try and get a little darker as I move forward here. This is just a quick way to get going if you've never done a landscape before. It's really fun. I'm going to have a river in here, a bunch of trees once it's all said and done. Need a different brush. Maybe I'll put some rocks down here. You could put, sometimes just put a little blue. You can put a little blue in your green and you'll get different values of color. There we go. I just wanted to get the first layer of paint on. It looks pretty good. I'm going to put the river in real quick. I'm going to lay it in with white first. And then I'll decide what color I want it. Oh, I'm missing my, oh, there it is. So I want it to look like it's coming from way back here. So I'm going to make it really small back here. I probably have to do this part here because I'm gonna put stuff on the mountains, and I'll probably end up covering this. But I just kind of want to show you what I'm gonna have here. I have water coming from all the way back there. Bring it forward. Then I'll get larger in here. So it's going to look something like that. That'll look cool. Let me zoom it in a little. Right on. Good seeing everybody on Saturday. Let's do the mountains right now. I'll put some up there. I'll probably leave those. I'll probably fix those up a little. I'm not going to put anything on those. So I think I'm going to have the light maybe cut down the middle. Maybe the light's over here coming straight at this painting. So I'll just hit. We'll put the color on this side of the mountain. Light color. I like to just start off with just a little bit of white on the top, like this, just to get an idea what it's look like. See how it gave those mountains dimension already? And the same this side, but the white will be on the right side over here. Just starting off with a little bit on each peak, just to get an idea if I'm gonna like it. Yeah, I think that'll look cool. So I'll go ahead and finish it up. A lot of times I'll use a knife up here, but sometimes I like to just use a brush. But use a knife, it really makes it look cool. It makes it look like real there. But it depends what you want, you know, because it still looks good with a brush. The brush, I'll be able to blend it and soften it up a bit. I'll show you how I do it once I get all the color on here. Let's set it up to make it look further back. Kind of painting on a weird angle here, but I'll manage. All right, well. For this side, it's almost like a bluish purple for the shadow side here. You could use any color for this side here where the sun's not quite hitting. Looks like this is more of a bluish color, but All right. Still basically just getting color put up for now. Those ones way in the back, I'm gonna lighten them up just a little more with the I don't know if I want them that light, but let's see what happens. A little too light, so I'm going to add a little more purple to it. Yep. So now I'm going to make this mountain stand out now. I put in some, I'm going to put titanium white around the edge. I think I'm going to put some yellow in it once I get the sky going. But this white will help that purple stand out a little more. Then I'm going to put yellow around it too. Maybe. There we go. Wow. That looks really good. It's way back there in the distance. All right, so what I have here, I'm going to blend this down now. This acrylic paint, it's already dry, but you can wet a brush, right? Get a really soft brush, and I'm going to blend it with titanium, a little bit of titanium white on my brush here. We're going to soften the bottom of the mountain up a bit. It's going to help it look further in the distance, which I always say that, but so you're going to lose, sometimes you're going to lose your brightness. All you got to do is come back up here and just hit the tops again. Titanium white. And I'll probably have to do it again, but there we go. That looks pretty cool. Very nice. I got 6 likes already. Thank you, everybody. Thank you, thank you. I kind of like the bluish look over here, so what I'm going to do is add some blue in here. I like that color. There we go. Wow. All right, let's do these. Remember I said I was going to have trees back here? I sketched it in. We'll put those trees in next. And I'm going to use satin with a little black in it. But I'm also going to lighten it up today. I'm going to make the stuff in the background really light. The way it's supposed to be. If you've seen me paint before, I actually put all my trees and bushes in the same dark color and then I highlight them later. But I want to make those trees already kind of light right off the bat. So it's going to be a little sap green. Black in it, and then a little white. It's going to end up looking like a dark gray, greenish gray color. We'll have distant trees here. Just underneath the mountain. And we'll just block it in with that color. These are going to end up being, I think, evergreen trees. Pull the bottom out a little bit. It'll kind of create a shadow there. If it's too dark, grab a little white, titanium white, and take it to the edge of the bottom of your trees. A little white, lighten it up a bit. That way you can see the bottom of the tree line there a little better. Wow, this is looking good. I'm glad I sketched this out today. It made it a little easier here. Ellie, how you doing? Peace. I just saw you guys in here. How you doing, man? Constance from Minnesota, how's it going? Right on. I'm glad you like those mountains. I'll work on them a little more. Ellie, yeah, it's good to see you. I know you're always on TikTok. I see you on there a lot. I sent you a message earlier. I'm trying to get used to that TikTok thing. I'll tell you what I do like. They have all those filters where you can make some cool videos. YouTube's got some filters now. I did like a ghost face the other day for Halloween. with one of tube filters. It came out pretty cool looking. All right, so I also laid out trees on this side when I sketched this in. So we'll have distant trees coming down here the same way. Bring them up. Just block it in with color. Put the bottom out, just the hair. That way it looks like these trees are running this way off into this there. This looks cool. I wonder if I should just do like a dirt road, like a winding dirt road going way back there. So I mean, I always do a river. I'm kind of working with the color I have on the palette. I should put some more colors down here. That looks cool so far. Barbara, how you doing? Yeah, yeah, that mountain range, I like it too now. It looks really cool. I wonder if I should make that one a light blue back there. This one, to make it match, you know, these colors here. I'll leave it purple for now, but we'll see. I can change ever. It's Saturday. I'm glad. Hopefully everybody's off right now. You guys got the day off? So I'm going to work on my this color here and try and brighten it up again a little bit. This Naples yellow. I kind of like this color. Needs more paint down there because I only put a thin layer. I'm going to build up the paint now a little bit. Looks like a quality so far. Yeah, I'll be catching up to you soon here, Ellie. I'm trying to find someone that has a piece of land. I think I'm going to buy one of those Tesla homes for $3,000. But I need to find somebody that has a bunch of acres of land where I can put the house when I retire. Those houses he's building are pretty cool looking. I mean, they're perfect for, you know, a single retired person. It all runs on electricity. And they're really cheap. It's a prefab home. They just deliver it wherever you want. Yeah, hit the lottery. Would you do that, Ellie? Yeah, I got some of those lottery dreams too. Well, your working days would definitely be over. You'd still have to keep busy though. I don't know what I would, if I won, I think I'd probably maybe open up a gallery for new artists, you know. But I wouldn't charge them to let them hang their art in there. I'd just collect the commission, the ones that sold. Because there's some studios where you got to pay rent, you know. But then they still get a cut of what they sell for you. This is nice. Now I'm off. I already worked so morning. I can spend a little time on this painting and get it the way I want it, you know. So today I'll do a tree over here coming in, but I think I'm gonna make it orange and yellow today. Fall colors. I'm thinking I should do the sky next. Put this on a straight shot for you right now so you can see what I'm seeing. I kind of like the sky already. You see how I already threw white up here? And it helps you where you can place some clouds. Those look like those clouds that are way off in the distance, you know. Show you what you can do first. If you end up with a sky like this and you can kind of see some ideas already here, watch, I'll just this right here uh, and brighten it up with I'll use a fan brush. We'll just brighten up the top here. See that? It kind of added a cloud there. A little green. There's green left on my brush. So it didn't really turn out to be bright white, but it looks good. Now look at this tip. Look at your cloud. If you just do something like this, see this here? I already got, looks like some shadow right here and a little shadow here underneath. So you could get a darker color now. Put that in there if you want. Let me use a light blue. I think I'll like that better. There we go. Let me clean this brush up. I don't want them, I like a little brighter. All right, we'll do that over here, same way. Very cool. I'll come back to the sky. I want to put the tree in now. So I'm going to use Dunbar Black. It's going to be a dark brown color here. Because I'm going to make it yellow ochre and orange. So instead of green, I'm using dark brown for the under color. Okay. There we go. Some kind of tree coming in from the side. I need some yellow ochre here. Yellow ochre, then I'm going to mix some orange in it too. Right on. Thanks for all the likes, everybody. I appreciate that. This is a little bit of burnt umber and yellow ochre. I'm going to start off with that and see what it looks like. And I add some oranges in there. Yeah, I'd probably be ready for a nap today too. So this white brown, if I would have used green and I would have put this yellow ochre on, this would have just turned green too. So I wanted to have more of a fall colors. So I used brown underneath for the undertone. And here's some orange made by Sennelier. It's called red orange. I'm going to try a little bit and highlight some bright colors up there. See what happens. What I'm going to do is just take this green, the orange the way it is, just right out of the tube, and mix it into the yellow ochre now. And let's see what happens. I kind of like it. I think I'm going to have to brighten the orange up a bit though with yellow. Yeah, it's not as bright as I thought it would be. So I'm going to mix some yellow with it. That's what I mean. Sometimes those, right out of the tube, they're not good on their own. You got to mix something with it. So I put a little yellow, and look at that. Now it's really, really popping now. Now we got a nice bright color there. Wow. Getting there. I got 1, 2, 3, 4 layers of paint on that tree so far. And it's still not the way I want it. Maybe some red now on some of the edges here. I bet that's going to look good. I want like fall colors. I'm going to try the Sennelier Cad Red Light. This is going to really brighten it up. I don't want it like too bright, but just on like certain places here. Probably underneath. better. All right. It's kind of over. I'm going to have to let it dry before I hit it again, but that looks pretty cool. Some fall colors there. I'm going to try a different type of evergreen tree. With the big, I want to have I'm going to move the camera a little bit over here. Do 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 do. Well, I'm hoping this works. Yeah, I like that. I don't want to work it, and I want it to be a different tree. Probably just bring it down to there. Ba-da-ba-ba, ba-da-ba-ba. Beep, 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 beep. That's a cool looking tree, huh? Let's put some more. Let's put some more bushes out here so I can highlight them. I'll just fill this in with bushes now. I got money, ba 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 ba. Wow. Thanks for sticking in there. There's a few of you sticking in there with me. Appreciate that. I'm going to start filling it in now with some more trees. Wow. This is really coming out great, guys. This is all, on the fly. This is all on the fly. I'm not sure about my color choices here. On the bushes, but I'm thinking I should I think I'm going to go with orange and red here. Orange, and these down here, so that'll be some color down here. I'm going to make a few more trees in the back here. Those trees look cool. These are these trees, Van Gogh made a lot of these trees in his paintings. They're really simple. Really simple to make. They're not the Bob Ross trees. These are like Van Gogh style. That I'm liking that a lot. I'll put one more. Okay, enough for trees in the middle. Yeah, if you got to leave, that's fine. Just make sure you drop a like before you leave. You can watch it later. time do I got in this so far? An hour and 5 minutes, so I got to think about closing it up now. Finishing it. So what I can see, one thing that I see is I want this to look more land underneath this mountain here, way in the distance here. So it looks further. Cool. I think I like purple now. The purple mountain in the back. So what I'm going to do, instead of highlighting these, I'm just going to try and lighten them up a little with the same green I used, but they're a little too dark, especially in here. It just needs to be like a grayish green color. Let's see if this works. I think that'll be a little better. Yeah, because they're too. I noticed it because here this is a lighter color than that up there. So just gonna lighten all these trees. Little better. If you've watched me paint before, I leave them dark. A lot of times I forget to lighten them up, and they're not really supposed to be that dark if it's way off in the distance like that. Like these should be a grayish color. If you're gonna follow the rule of distance, you know, your eye's not going to be able to see dark color way in the distance there. So it's a good thing maybe to paint these trees in light from the get-go. Then you don't have to do what I'm doing here to try and lighten them up. Much better. Much better. It just looks more natural. It really does. You could also just do a whitewash on it if you wanted. A glaze. I think that's still wet. I want to turn those to a reddish orange. See what they look like. Ba-da-ba-ba, ba-da-da-ba-ba. That looks cool. Maybe I should just have different colored bushes. Yeah, I like them dark too. If you do, I never put enough if this, there'd be so many trees here. If you were out there in the wilderness, there's so many of these trees. I mean, I'd have to fill this whole paint. Evergreen trees, but you gotta, it would all be dark if I did that. I kind of like the colored bushes. Watch, I'm going to highlight this for you, Grace. But what I'm going to do is just use that same dark color and put a little white in it. Just like a... And what you end up getting is like a grayish green. And you just need a little here and there. Just to make it look like branches in there. It still stays dark, but now it looks like it has, some dimension in it. That will keep it dark. It's about how dark the green are out there if you go out into the park by my house. I wonder if I should make this like I could put a pond right here. I kind of see it. I could see that a pond would fit in good right here next to those trees. All right, I'm gonna finish the bottom up down here. They took my bubbles off, everybody. To be able to put bubbles on here. We don't get bubbles anymore. Let me put this here for a second. I gotta run to the refrigerator real quick and grab my drink. I'll be right back. Put the bubbles on, but I don't have them anymore. I might put the water in. All right, I got my drink. All right, let's finish this up. Let's put some water in there. I mean, it's been an hour and what, 20 minutes. Could just put water down here. I'm gonna put a little more color now in that tree. It's like those colors are dull looking. This tree is supposed to be close to us, so it should be brighter. I just dulled it out. Let me do this. I'm going to have to just brighten it up. Why is it getting dull right here? Oh, it's the lighting. No wonder. There we go. Light was throwing me off. That looks, yeah, much better now. Okay. No wonder it wasn't popping. Yeah, that light was throwing it off. All right, this is coming out pretty good. I'm just going to put some white down here. Just to give it some kind of accent down here. There we go. We'll put a little bit of color on the tree, the bark. Ba-da-ba-ba, ba-da-ba-ba. I think that's all I'm going to do, guys. I'm gonna have to end this one. It's been too long, and I'll probably come back and I'm gonna do I'll do some kind of abstract space. Same way. What I'm gonna do is sketch it out. I'll sketch out a face and then I'll paint it. Let me put some light down in here real quick. I'll put some sunlight in a few places. Cool. It's time for the birds. Time for the birds and some twigs. I should put some more stuff in here, but it's already been. I'll have to do it on my own time. I mean, I have a lot in here, but it's still, it doesn't look complete yet. So later on, I'll probably put another maybe 10 minutes into it. Do-do. There we go, guys. I got this new liner brush. I'm not used to it yet. All right, everybody. Thanks for watching. That's a bright painting. Definitely different, because I sketched this one out first. You're welcome, Grace. If you go back to the beginning, you'll see I sketched all these mountains in first and these. And I was supposed to have a river coming from way back here, but I covered it up. It's not my favorite, but it's done. I got a lot of looks on it. That mountain looks pretty good. Way in the back there. I'm going to take a 10-minute break and I'll be back. I hope so, yeah. We got like an art show coming up before Christmas. So I'll bring this one and see if it sells. Come back in 10 minutes. I'm going to do another painting. I'm going to do a face though. All right.